In the criminal justice system,
Grayson.
people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Execute Order 66.
Welcome
To
the
Slightly
Biased.
podcast.
Yay.
Episode 66.
Hooray. Do you
We
think
made it.
we're gonna get to 100 this year?
No.
No.
How many months? All right, so we have basically
52 weeks in a year.
I know that. I know the math. And we have 5 months
We're on
left in the year. Or 5.
66.
So 5.
We'd need 40. So no. We're more than halfway through. There's not 40 weeks left. Or 36 weeks left.
I'm not satisfied with that answer.
Oops.
Well, whose fault is that?
record,
All of us.
Record 2 every week. No.
Well, we'll have some doubles coming up.
When?
No.
I'll
Did
eventually do Creedcast.
Do you
I'll
count?
eventually do my mac and cheese cast.
Do you count our specials against
I
total
didn't count
episode
Game
numbers?
of Thrones ones because they were just one-offs.
That's good.
I counted the Marvel one because it's when I was lazy that week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Joe, we should do.
What? Tell me, Dad.
We should have another meeting, podcast, state of the state meeting, halfway
State of the Union.
halfway through the year podcast.
Oh, so we're
meeting.
gonna hop in a time machine back to July.
Hot tub time machine.
Joe, we should do too. We should live stream it on Twitch.
Oh my god, that worked. It
That was
worked.
so
Technically, it was just bad. I liked taking the interaction, but we just need more people to actually interact. And
Yeah, we need more
nobody would.
cousins to watch.
Maybe we can get a deal from Microsoft.
Yeah, I'll talk to my boy
wait,
Tyler.
let's make an exclusive bargain with Mixer.
We'll put our
Topical.
content on your website, and in addition, you pay us.
You heard
Like,
about the Mixer thing, right?
That's what I'm talking about. Mixer. Yeah.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah. I
Ninja.
forgot. Okay.
We'll just say you're Ninja. You look like him anyway.
I am Ninja. I do look kind of like Ninja. If
He
I dyed
does.
my hair
Ninja's
blue,
taller than you though. Ninja's
he's pretty
6'1".
tall. Yeah, he's a tall boy. If I dyed my hair blue, I could pass.
The Doctor is 6'7" or 6'8".
Who?
Dr. Disrespect.
Who's that?
Streamer.
Is he really that tall?
Yeah, he's super tall.
Jesus Christ. That checks out. He's got that BDE.
If he plays,
Yeah.
If he plays NBA 2K, he could probably dunk in the game and in real life.
Probably. He's pretty tall.
You should set up motion controls with the Microsoft Accessibility controller. You know that one?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
You talking about Wii Fit?
No. The Microsoft. It looks like a giant drum set.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
That thing's cool.
Anyways.
It's a real revolutionary thing. I love it.
That was everyone's Wii.
I got a whole big story.
We should go last.
Yeah, we'll save
I
you
should
for
go
last.
I think Derek, you can go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you do this week?
We'll go clockwise.
Let's see. We'll start with the weekend. The lady was out of town. So I did nothing, which was awesome.
Nice.
So I just kind of sat around. Actually, Saturday I did a little cookout with a friend and his wife. And then Sunday we finished up our campaign in D&D.
Oh, yeah. That was a
Or
good
should I
time.
say Grayson finished off the campaign.
They made me play both sides of the fight.
So I'm really excited for our new adventure and building a new character. Really excited about that.
It's going to be a good one.
Is that happening this Sunday? You're playing the new
I think
campaign?
we're going to do character building probably.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a world building session. Get
So-
Derek to actually build a correct character this time.
Yeah,
D&D Beyond, man.
that's very
I
important.
know. I mean, he did the D&D Beyond last time. It just was badly made.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, first run.
I'm just
It'll be better. It's a learning experience.
So yeah, this week just been working. Been a busy work week. I resaw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Ooh.
and I enjoyed it.
Was it a very violent movie?
Not particularly.
It's a
Was it
Tarantino
like
movie, if that
more
helps.
or I know it was, but was it more or less violent than Django?
less violence.
way less
Okay.
violent. Yeah.
Okay. That's substandard for him.
But the gore when it happened was phenomenal.
Okay, was it more or less than Pulp Fiction?
More.
y-
It's
More?
way more because
More
Yeah.
gore than Pulp Fiction?
his budget now is way higher than
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction, and he also has more
Creative
control
control, yeah.
over it, which allows him to do the ultra violence.
Mm.
Because it's fun, Jan. That's just from his TV interview from like the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Because it's so much fun.
Okay, that's gonna need to be balanced in post, but that's fine.
So I did that. Yeah, it's a pretty bland week. Just kind of standard stuff minus those two. That was my week.
This week I went to Charleston, South Carolina. I flew out on Monday and I returned today.
Had a very uneventful visit. Nothing extraordinary happened whatsoever.
Not there because I flew in on Monday.
What time?
It was a 6 a.m. flight out of Logan. Flight was delayed an hour due to hydraulic issues on the plane.
What airline?
Delta. Always
okay.
Delta.
All right. I was about to judge. Never mind.
Who were you?
I was hoping it was United, so we could hate on United.
Yeah. I mean, everyone hates United, so. And American.
Charleston's very nice. Everyone there is very nice to you. The climate was nice. It was hot, but it was enjoyable.
Was it a wet heat or a dry heat?
It felt dry.
So it wasn't overwhelming.
Yesterday in the afternoon was pretty humid.
Okay.
Got out of my car, my glasses immediately fogged up.
Do they have those the willow trees?
They have they have like willow trees there, palm trees too.
Oh yeah.
I think I've said this before, but do you know the trick for figuring out which side of the window is foggy?
Which side of the window?
Yeah, how to instantly know which side of the window.
Tell me, Eagle Scout.
If you think of the glass as a cold beverage, which side of it is the cold beverage?
Oh.
So, like, if your car window is fogging and you're like, which side of the window is fogging? I can't tell. Is it the outside or the inside that's fogging? And if it's the outside, windshield wipers. If it's the inside, defogger. But you need to know which side it is intuitively. So you just think about the car as a cold beverage. Which side of the car is the cold beverage?
What if you play both sides?
Yeah, what if it's cold on both sides?
What do you do?
You use both.
I'm just going to call you.
You use the defogger and the windshield wiper.
Hi, Grayson. I know it's 5 a.m.
Grayson, I need help.
I need an adult over here. Can you fly out, please?
Give me your life hacks.
Charleston reminded me of like a cleaner, quieter New Orleans. It really did. When I drove down to the downtown area, I was like, oh, it's similar architecture, less puke.
It didn't smell like poop.
It did
and
not
pee.
smell like anything like that, no. I'd go there again to visit. I don't know.
Which one, Charleston or New Orleans, or both?
Both. I mean, obviously, New Orleans is the place to go. I mean,
New Orleans is great because I just love how it's just like part of their routine that every single morning at like 5 a.m., they literally clean up all the piss, shit, and puke on Bourbon Street.
Nice. It's a good.
I think they pressure wash it, which is...
They have like a wagon that goes through. The first they like they delouse it with some weird chemicals, and then they power wash it. It's great because you want to know why?
They need that in San Fran.
The alcohol is extremely cheap,
That's
so everyone
true.
drinks a lot and pukes.
They could probably have happy hour too. It's not illegal there. Fucking
No, I don't think anything's illegal there.
What?
I don't think anything's illegal
Yeah,
there.
it's pretty much,
It's the Amsterdam of the South.
it's like not even part of the U.S.
Cool. I'll have to go.
I enjoyed Smoothie King.
Oh, lifesaver. Next to Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's was the other end.
That was nice.
Was that your whole week?
Yeah, just work in Charleston.
Did you work there? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What were you doing for work in Charleston?
Going over a project.
Cool.
And yeah.
Paperwork.
Yeah, and then I flew home today.
Do you get to keep your points?
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Flew home today.
Can you use your own credit card, or do you have to use the corporate card?
For the airline, it's it's their credit
Probably
card.
corporate,
The rest
yeah.
is me.
Yeah. But you can expense the credit card stuff for all the food and stuff?
Well, they gave you per diem.
Okay.
It's a flat rate.
Do you transfer the per diem back to your credit card after you use it? Or?
No, at the end of it, you'll do an expense report.
Yeah.
And you get that money back no matter what.
So
if
you
literally
used your credit card and you just got the money back on it?
Yeah. So if like say you spent $1 on food the whole time you were there, you're still gonna get the max per diem
Do they
paid out.
plop it right in with your paycheck?
No, it's a separate paycheck.
Oh, okay. Fascinating.
Because you don't get taxed on it.
Yep. And then I don't know
Weird.
about that.
Okay.
Well, you wouldn't
can't
get
talk
taxed.
about
Keep those
taxes.
records, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't get taxed on it anyways.
You'd want to keep those records separate, yeah.
Yeah.
This has been tax talk. And that's my week. That's it.
Tell
All
me.
right, Grayson, you have 35 minutes.
Oh boy,
Wait,
I'm
is this
gonna
gonna
need
be
it all.
I'm gonna put in a theme here when you start talking because you're
What
like
kind of theme?
Judge Judy. Now we have here the defendant Grayson.
The time of day.
Is it a defendant?
No.
You're
Yeah,
defending.
he would be the defendant.
And you're not being prosecuted.
Yeah, no.
So the defendant Grayson against the city of Boston.
Dun dun. It was a.
Wow,
it
that was some Law and Order stuff, too.
It was a Monday. It was a Monday night. I had just parked my car in the usual spot.
Where you live?
Yeah, Mission Hill. You just parked my car in
More like Mission Impossible. We're all high-fiving.
Come on.
Oh, God. Oh, ow. Oh, you knocked the mic. Not allowed. All right. I had just parked my car in Mission Hill in one of the allowed parking zones. The next morning, wake up, check my car. I have a parking ticket for $90 for an expired registration. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't think my registration was expired. How is that even possible? The number on my plate says 19. It's still 19. This is fine.
Does it go by month?
Yeah,
yes, it does.
Month.
It goes by month.
Yeah, that's right.
Guess who didn't fucking know that? Me. Sorry, I'll calm down.
I'm going to revoke your Eagle Scout membership. Sorry.
I didn't know that your registration is month based. So if it's not like the sticker in your window, your inspection, it's not like that. All right. Anyway. So I was like, weird. Why do I have this ticket for an expired? You are literally, wow. Leave the room if you're answering a phone call. This is so bad.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
I'm just going to mute his mic. Anyway. Okay, hold on. Get out of here. Shoo. All right. So. Okay, continue. I had this ticket. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I don't think my registration's expired. Didn't think much of it. That night, Monday night. Yeah, I think it was Monday night. Yeah, Monday night, I get home from work, and I go and I park illegally out in front of my house for like half an hour in a resident-only zone. But they don't check it every hour. They check the resident zones like 3 times a day or something. Okay. Right? So I'm like, okay, it's safe to park my car outside.
Do they have like a little mobile? Because I can't imagine them being on foot doing that area.
No, they have a car. They just park the car and then walk up and down a street and then get back in the car and then move it and then walk up and down that street, whatever. All right. So the point is, I parked in a resident-only spot for about half an hour to shower after work because I was going to go do a thing and I didn't have time to shower in the morning. So then I come out for my shower and there's a big-ass placard on my window. On my windshield, on the outside. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It says, warning, do not move your car. I'm like, what the fuck? Your car's been booted? What? My car? And then I looked and my car was fucking booted. And I was like, shit. It's 5:30. The office closes at 5. I can't do shit about this, right? So I'm like, well, all right. They usually don't tow it until 24 hours later or whatever. So I'll just get it fixed tomorrow morning. Whatever. Tuesday morning rolls around. Was it Tuesday morning? I think it was Wednesday.
Okay.
What day is it? Oh, God,
it's Thursday right now.
It was yesterday. So this happened yesterday. So sorry. Whatever. The point is yesterday, which was Wednesday a.m., I didn't go to work. I went straight to, hold on. Let me just look at my calendar. This is like the least important part of it, but it's bugging me that I can't remember.
It's important though.
It was Monday night, Tuesday. So this was 2 days ago now.
Okay. So Monday night is when you got the boot on it.
Monday night I got a boot on it.
Wait, so when did you get the
Tuesday morning?
So Monday morning did you have the ticket?
Monday morning I had the ticket because I parked on Sunday. Monday morning I had a ticket for expired registration. Monday evening my car is booted. Tuesday morning I go and I leave my booted car out front of the house. I look at it, go to the thing. And I go and I walk to City. I took a lift actually. I took a lift to City Hall. Get to City Hall. I'm like, hey, I need to pay all my Boston parking tickets so that you'll deboot my car, please. I need to pay just the Boston parking tickets because Boston booted it. It's like $800 or whatever.
How many tickets did you have?
Plus the boot, plus all whatever.
How much were the tickets?
I don't know.
How many tickets did you have?
5. And 5 Boston parking tickets.
Pay your fucking parking tickets.
I couldn't afford to, and I didn't think it was urgent, right? I didn't think it was like do or die.
That's fair.
It's typically not. It's typically, okay, I'll pay these off when I can afford to, and I couldn't afford to, so I didn't pay them off.
I feel like the threshold's like 10, and then they're like, yeah, like you're
going to get booted now.
Yeah.
They only booted me because my registration was expired. I could have gone to like 10. So I had like 5 Boston parking tickets. They totaled like maybe $400 or $500 plus the booting and everything else. It was like $600, I think. I don't remember. It was like $600 to $800 just for the Boston stuff. So I'm like, shit, I don't have that. my rent just came out of my account.
Yeah.
So I had $500 left in my account and I did not have enough to pay this. Called and asked my dad for money. My dad, very gracious. If you're listening, Dad, thank you so much for your help. I would not have my car right now if it weren't for you, because I would have to, even though I got paid Wednesday, which was yesterday, even though I did get paid on Wednesday, that amount of money that I got paid in totality would not have been enough to resolve this conflict.
Do you get paid weekly?
I get paid bi-weekly, every other week.
Got it.
So it would have taken at least a month, and then I would have been out of money and I wouldn't have been able to move, which I need to move at the end of August. For those listening, it is August 8th right now.
It is August 8th.
So I have to move it on August 31st, and I need I need both paychecks in order to do that. This paycheck and then the next one before the end of August. I'm going to need those if I can afford to move.
Got it.
So I called my dad to give me some money, paid it off, and I was like, okay, I have the money. I went downstairs in City Hall, went downstairs to get the big ATM, quote unquote, and I went and withdrew like $600, $550 or whatever, $100, a lot of money, like $670, I think it was. I don't remember.
Okay.
I withdrew a bunch of money from that ATM and then went back upstairs to the window, the like booth window thing, and I gave them the money and I was like, okay, can you deboot my car now? So they called the transportation department, enforcement, and they said, your car's been towed. And I'm like, okay, that's dumb. What do I need to do to get it? Like, how do I get, okay, can I just go get it? And they're like, no, you can't take it out of the tow lot until the registration is up to date. So what do I need to do to get the rest of registration up to date? I need to pay off all of my parking tickets from all of the cities I've ever had a ticket in.
In Massachusetts.
Which is Somerville and Cambridge. So I need to pay off all my Somerville tickets and all my Cambridge tickets. And I know, I've looked this up, I'm aware of how much I have. I knew that I had at least $600 for each of them. So that's for each city. So that's another $1,200 that I'm going to have to pay.
How much does a parking ticket normally go?
45 or 35, depending on how bad it is.
Right.
Expired meter is like 35. Like street sweeping is like 45 or 50.
And I'm guessing there's late fees associated with it.
Yeah, like a $30 late fee.
So that's why they were so expensive.
Yeah, that's why they were all so expensive, because it was $30 to $45 to $50 each plus $30 late fees. And the registration one was $90, the ticket. So they stack up real fucking quick.
After this, I have a story for you with me and Easy Pass.
Oh, I'm going to get to that.
I know that story.
There's more. So I go up and I'm like, okay, what else do I need to pay off besides Cambridge and Somerville in order to get rid of the registration problem? Because you can't renew
on hold. Yeah.
My registration was hold it.
Don't worry. Yeah. I've been there.
So I could not renew my registration until I'd paid off Cambridge, Somerville, my excise taxes for 3 years, and my Easy Pass balance, which was delinquent.
How bad was your Easy Pass balance?
$800.
All right, here, real quick.
$800
Jesus Christ, guys.
of pay by plate, because there is a $2 late fee for every single transaction that they add for pay by plate. Mm-hmm. And I had about 100 transactions for pay by plate, each of them being about $1.50. Yeah. So then those late fees literally multiply the entire balance by like 5 times.
Guys are degenerates.
So here's my story. So I went to go get my new license this year because I turned 26.
There's more, by the way.
I know. I'm telling my Easy Pass story real quick. And I went to go renew it online. And they're like, hey.
Your Easy Pass or your registration?
My registration.
Yeah.
Or not my registration, my license.
Your license.
I didn't have a car anymore.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, you have to pay off your Easy Pass. I'm like, oh, okay. I completely forgot I had an Easy Pass account. And since I still had an Easy Pass, it wasn't pay by plate, but I still kept getting dinged for stuff. I had to pay like $2,400.
Did you pay? Oof.
How did your Easy Pass go negative?
Because even I had an Easy Pass account, and even I took my card off of it, and it's still when I went through the things, it registered the transponder. So it went to that account.
But you took your card off of it, so it was loading those up. Correct. That's what happened to me too. I had the transponder in my window, and I had a credit card linked up. The credit card was maxed out.
Yeah.
They tried to withdraw. It had enough wiggle room in the credit card. If they tried to withdraw 20 to 40, it would have worked each time, because it gets paid off.
Were you traveling
like
so
40.
much that it was like $100 every
I went
reload?
to New York at one point. I drove through GW. GW is like a $20 toll.
Yeah,
if you go through a $20 toll, they up your renewal from 20 to 40 to 100 each time they try and refill it.
Yep.
And $100 could not fit on my full card. 20 to 40 can, because it gets paid off 20 to 40 each time I pay, each time the automatic payment goes through. But $100 does not fit on that card, so it bounced multiple times.
Got it.
And then they just didn't turn it back down to 2040 after I used GW. So fuck Easy Pass, fuck Pay by Plate, fuck the GW bridge, and fuck my credit card for being full.
You should just get rid of your car.
What?
Get rid of your car.
Just bail? No, I already have it back. The point of this, I'll just continue now. But yeah.
So that was my story.
All of those are bullshit. Suffering is
that was
relatable.
that was the most painful ACH payment I've ever had to make, typing that in to the website.
Yeah. So I had like 800 or 900 of Easy. I think it was like 800 Easy Pass or Pay by Plate balance owed from that card being a bouncy bitch. Then I had my 3 years worth of excise taxes that are $300 each on my car that I just didn't think was urgent to pay. I knew I had to pay them, obviously.
Jesus.
There was never a good time. You know, I was like, hey, I need that money.
State of Boston or City of Boston
it
excise
was
tax?
Hopedale and then 2 Somervilles.
That's high for excise tax. I think my excise tax on my how new is your car?
It's a 2017 Ford Focus.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
So it was a new car. It was financed for $18,000.
Vinny, what's your excise? Well, because they don't care about finance; they care about the value.
The current value is not.
How much was
the
yours?
current value is
Grayson?
$9,000.
My excise tax is like $60.
I think mine was like 75 or 80.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was like $300
per year.
Per year. My excise tax.
What'd you spend, like $5,000 in like 2 days?
$3,000.
Jesus.
I had to have my dad loan me
From Austria.
from Austria. Well, our accounts are still connected. I had to have my dad loan me $3,000 to pay off 3 years of excise tax, a $800 Easy Pass balance, 3 cities worth of parking tickets, and then boot fees and tow fees.
Can you thank your dad again one more time?
Thank you, Dad. You are a lifesaver. I would not have my car currently if it were not for you. And your your gracious wife.
Happy to help.
So
didn't we we used to do the voices for Grayson and his girlfriend?
yeah, you did. It was real weird. Anyway, moving on.
I'm Grayson's girlfriend and I'm mad.
Fuck me. Oh my God. All right. Then after I had all of that paid and I was waiting for the hold to be released from Easy Pass, they were the last ones that still had the hold on my registration.
You got to keep calling them. They
did it after less than an hour. They did it like 45 minutes. And they said it was supposed to be 3 hours, so I really appreciated them for doing it for 45 minutes was very quick. I was waiting in the...
They didn't do anything about that, by the way.
I went to
You shouldn't appreciate them for that.
It was 45 minutes instead of 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that was quick for them. So, I mean, fuck them, but like still, it was quick. So the turnaround was better than I anticipated. So I actually was on my way back to my office because I couldn't do the registration. I went to the DMV and they were like, we can't do it yet. So I was on my way to my office for the first time that day at like noon. And I had to turn around because I got halfway to my office, realized the registration hold released. I just checked it by chance on the train.
You know you can renew your registration online.
Yeah, if you want to wait for the mail, you get the fucking ticket in the mail and the sticker and the sheet.
You don't have to worry about that.
What do you mean I don't have to worry about that?
Because the sheet, when you print it out, it said this is good until you get your stuff. Just so you know.
No, I would have to have a printer. I would have needed to have a printer to print that out.
Print
You don't have a fax machine?
I was on my phone.
You don't have a foreign one?
I would have had to go from my... Okay. The point is I could have done it in a fucking second
so you
if I go back to the RMV.
You had to go to the
So I got halfway... I got halfway to the office, turned around, went back to the DMV, and...
you mean the RMV?
Whatever, fuck you. I went back to the RMV, and it actually didn't have to wait in line.
That's amazing.
I went up to the service counter, you have your shit ready counter. I waited in that short line for the you have your shit ready counter.
That wasn't that short for my license. I got my
the registration is like instant.
Yeah.
They just are like, okay, it's $60. Your registration's renewed, $60. Pay it,
scam.
Done. So it's ridiculous. This is the crazy thing, right? This is the absolute insanity of this whole thing. Besides me walking to the thing, that's worse. But the insanity about the registration is that someone said, I think it was my dad, was like, oh, you had your registration expired? You're lucky you didn't get arrested. I'm like, arrested?
This isn't Austria.
Arrested? Fair. Arrested? What
Still
the fuck?
living back in the Austro-Hungary days.
How can I don't understand how you can get arrested for having an expired registration. First of all, I wasn't driving the car at any point with an expired registration, except I guess to work that one day that I didn't know.
I think expired licenses.
Expired license is bad, but no, and then someone else, I forget who it was, like someone in a booth in a counter was like, "Oh yeah, you're lucky you didn't get arrested." I'm like, what the fuck? It's a $60 fee and a new piece of paper and a different sticker. What the fuck are you talking about? Getting arrested? How is that a law? How
This
is
is
the
a
law?
police state.
Yeah, how does the law say that $60 is the difference between you being in jail and a criminal and not being in jail and a criminal? $60 goddamn dollars? That's insane.
I don't think that's a real thing.
I had thousands of dollars in parking and excise tax fees, but the $60 for the registration, that's what would have put me in jail? Insane. Absolutely insane.
You're really fired up right now.
You're fired.
I don't understand how that is really... Like, someone please write in and correct us if I misunderstood, but I thought that's what it was.
I don't think that's a real thing.
Right. I was like, that has to be wrong. This can't be.
Tactic.
Anyway, so the
kids.
registration being expired, you're a criminal, you're going to get arrested thing, that blew my mind. I don't think it's true, but I got 2 people telling me it unrelated.
2.
My dad and then someone at a window, yeah. So then I get the registration, I get the stupid number plate sticker, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the lot and pick up my car, then go to work. It's easy, right? I get off at the stop where you're supposed to go, and there's like a 15-minute walk to the lot. The walk was down 93. I walked for a mile down I-93 on a Jersey barrier. I walked on the top of a Jersey barrier down I-93 for a mile.
You should have taken a lift.
Because there was no way. There was no sidewalk. The sidewalk was under construction or some shit. It was fenced off.
So wait, why don't you just Uber
Because I was a mile away.
or Lyft?
And it was downstream. So I
And
mean
this is to
upstream.
the tow lot, right?
To the tow lot, it was a mile upstream 93. And I was standing. So picture
We
yourself.
haven't even gotten to the best part of the story.
Picture this. You're standing on an intersection between an I-93 frontage road and some side street. And the sidewalk that's supposed to take you along I-93 frontage road is closed.
So you were
So
not
I
actually
would've-
walking along I-93.
I did. Well, it was I-93 frontage road. So it's technically not I-90. It is I-93. It's a frontage road, right? It's that little you know how sometimes you take an exit and you drive down a bullshit road for a while?
I know what you're talking
That's a
about.
frontage road. It's like a semi part of the highway. So I like the Uber, it was a mile down the road. The Uber would have had to take me down into like Southie, around a ass backwards way, and then back onto the I-93 frontage down upstream of the lot, right? So it's not like I'm going to do that. That's ridiculous. I'm literally 4 minutes walk away. I'm not going to wait for a goddamn Uber to appear out of nowhere, and they're not going to know where to pick me up because I am underneath an overpass. They're going to fuck all to know that they're going to find me. They're going to pull over on the wrong side of the road and I'm going to have to sprint across 8 lanes. No, I'm not doing that.
It's like Frogger.
Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. So I'm like, fuck it. There's no other way. The sidewalk had a fucking fence around it. So I walked along the spine top of a Jersey barrier. 1 foot to my left away was just cars.
What's a Jersey barrier?
It's the concrete thing that looks like this that divides lanes of highways.
It's where the situation lives.
It's like a concrete thing like
It's
that.
literally called a Jersey barrier?
It's called a Jersey barrier.
Oh, because that's how the barriers are in Jersey?
They were invented in Jersey. I don't fucking know. The point is they're called
Why don't they call
Jersey
them New
barriers.
Jersey barriers?
They're usually made of poured concrete, and they're just like
Yeah.
a little wedge kind of a shape.
I just used to call them just like concrete things.
They're little
I
concrete
used to call
highway
them
barriers.
Dad.
They're on both sides of the highway, especially in construction zones where they have the holes drilled through them so a crane can pick them up.
Oh,
Put
that's
'em
why they
down.
have the holes through them?
Yeah, they have the holes in the top so a crane can pick them up because they're
Should be
movable.
a general contractor.
And the ones that are like pick upable by a forklift have 2 forklift slots in the bottom so that a forklift can move them around. But most of them, if they're just permanent, they just are poured there and they just stay there. Anyway, I walked down the top of one of those for a mile, down 93 to get to the fucking tow lot.
How was walking down that?
I was blasting 5-Finger Death Punch in my AirPods.
You weren't listening for cars?
No, fuck that. I'm looking at the cars come at me.
Oh my gosh. What if you got arrested doing this?
I would welcome it at that point, honestly. I did not give a single fuck at that
Maybe
point.
they could give you a lift to the
Maybe
tow
they
lot.
could have given me a lift. Honestly, I was so fucking done. I'm what are they going to say? You should have taken the sidewalk? The sidewalk's over there, bitch. It's behind a fence. What am I throw me over the fence, please. It's insane. Hit me with your car so my corpse bounces over the fence.
Hit me
At that
with
point,
your best shot.
I was so done. I was
Fire away!
so done. Anyway, so I get to the lot and I'm like just out of fucks. So I'm like, hey, give me my car. And they're like, what's the plate number? And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, you have to pay. No,
Here's the
okay,
fee.
looks like you already paid. Oh no, you have to. Nope. Okay, I guess you're good. I guess you already paid. I'm like, thank you. Please give me my car. I already said that. Yeah, I'm good. And he's like, "Oh, do you have the registration?" And I held up the registration. I have the registration. Please give me my car. Like trying to think of some other shit he can like bother me with.
I need
like,
cash.
Do you want the sticker? Do you want to put the sticker on my car too? Here's the little
Remember
sticker.
what I got towed in front of our old apartment because they were doing work on the road?
Yeah, our first week there.
I caught them as they put it on the boot. He's like, "Do you have cash?" I'm like, "No, I don't carry cash." And I brokered a deal with them for like, I don't know. He's like, "It's $80." I'm like, "I have $60." He goes, "Can you ask one of your neighbors?" I go, "No."
Ask one of your neighbors.
I go, "No, I have $60 cash." He's like, "All right, whatever." Anyway,
All right.
Yeah,
Right
no,
into his
that happened to
pocket.
me one time too.
He probably pocketed that money.
Of course he did.
Went over to John Brewer's, had a beer.
That happened to me one time. I came out and there was someone trying to tow my car, and I think they had it hooked up to the winch, but it wasn't on the tow bed yet. They were gonna winch it up onto a flatbed, and they were like, they had it hooked. And I was like, "Hey, can I pay you to not do this?" And he was like, "Yeah, you got cash." Like they just take bribes. They just, you know,
they're scum.
They're the worst. The dirge of humanity, you know.
Yeah. Scum.
So you just like, "Hey, yeah, here's."
Did you have to pay to get it out of the lot?
No, because I had already paid that at City Hall.
Oh, you paid the tow fee?
Yeah,
Huh.
I paid that. They included the tow fee or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
That was nice of them.
Maybe it hadn't been there a full day. Maybe that's why they didn't charge me a day of lot storage.
No, I don't think so. I think they'll charge everything they can.
Well, they were like, "Okay, here's the ticket. Follow the path and the arrows, and show this to the gate agent." And they'll let you in.
Nice.
So I got my car back.
Did your car have a good day daycare?
It did. It took
Cool.
me
Socialized.
It got dragged around probably a little bit by the other bully cars, the tow cars. So I
I hate bullies.
I spent 5 hours, $3,000, and 2 recharges of my Charlie card that I never use, and several turnarounds, and then I walked down the frontage road of a major highway, of an interstate highway, just to get my fucking car back.
Sounds like you had a rough go.
It was the worst. Oh, and then the house that I wanted to take for
hold on.
the lease of, then they were like, "No, fuck you. We picked a different person."
Well,
so I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Let's reflect on this for a second.
Why is housing like dating now?
What did you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that you get fucked if you don't have money in this city, because I couldn't afford to pay those parking tickets.
I wouldn't say that's just isolated to the city.
I mean, obviously, yeah, no, you get fucked if you don't have money, period. Obviously, I should have paid the tickets. Obviously, I should have paid my excise tax. There were 1,001 small decisions that went into...
I'm looking for one big learning point.
Renew your registration.
That the registration has a month attached to it.
Yes, the registration has a month attached to it. That is the bottom line of this.
So now you know, because we're in August right now.
It's
so
August, yeah.
2021.
August,
you need to renew your registration.
It will always haunt me. Yeah, I'll never forget the month of August.
I got chills.
It's August 1st. I got to do it right now. Yeah, no, August will always
I think
haunt
you can
me
actually. Well, no, because yours probably expired in July then.
I don't care.
Because it's the end of the month.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it was August 1 that
Correct.
they were like, you're an asshole. So it was the 6th day of August, and they were already down my ass for it. So
city must need money.
GD
And then-
Democratic mayors.
independent mayors.
Is he?
The governor. Sorry,
Governor's Republican.
He's a Republican.
yeah, that's what. Fucking you and your goddamn worship of Massachusetts Republican governors caused this
Go
problem.
to California. God damn it.
Vinny, it was you.
California would have charged you like double that probably.
This wouldn't have happened in
California.
if Deval Patrick was still the governor.
If Massachusetts is Taxachusetts, then California is whole paycheck fornia.
Oh, good one.
That flows so well. Right off the tongue.
Boom.
All right, tell me about the apartment.
So I don't know what this fucking trend is. This apartment that I got that I'm living in now in Mission Hill. I didn't have to interview shit. I met the people on Facebook and I texted them. They were like, "You want to take it?" I was like, "Yes, I want to take it," and I took it. Okay.
Without meeting them?
No. Yeah. No. I did meet them. I did meet them in person. I met the roommates. This is what is pissing me off about this. Since when did finding an apartment turn into a fucking like The Bachelor? It's insane.
It's the most competitive time of the year.
Me off. It's pissing me off because
we got to get you off cycle of.
It doesn't.
September
No.
1.
There's like 89% of apartments go up September 1st in Boston.
Yeah, but it's cheaper.
If I get off cycle, I'll have less luck. I'll have less options.
It'll be cheaper though.
There's not plenty of fish in the sea at that point. Okay, it's the minority.
You're
of
off
the fish.
cycle, right, Vinny?
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
I guess.
Anyway, I'm so annoyed because I went through 3 interviews. I went on 3 fucking dates, basically.
Wait,
I had
wait.
to go to a bar
Okay.
and buy a drink and talk to these motherfuckers.
Was this
okay?
the landlord or who
No,
was this?
these are roommates who one of their roommates is leaving. So the first date was me going to see the apartment with the guy who's leaving. The second date was me going to a bar to meet 2 of the roommates who are staying. So I went to a bar, I got drinks, I had to tip the bartender, and I had to fucking schmooze these motherfuckers like a date, like a goddamn date. I went on a date.
Okay.
I don't want to go on a date to get a fucking apartment. I want to afford the apartment to get the fucking apartment. This is insane. Why are we doing this? Why? It's a place to live. You put your shit in it and you go to bed there. Why do I need to go on dates for it? I'm so upset. And then I fucking go on a second date because the third guy, the guy who's moving into the 4th bedroom, he wanted to meet me to make sure he liked me. So it's another afternoon. I go to another bar. I park my car somewhere. I walk to the bar. I buy a drink. It's a whole fucking date. I had to go on a date with another guy and just schmooze him and talk about how nice Narragansetts are. And fucking
These are so delicious.
Yum yum.
This beer is amazing.
Love me Narragansetts. And then I fucking
This beer is beer.
That's probably why they didn't pick you. You're drinking Gansets.
I drank what he was drinking. I was like, I'll have what he's having because I want to be polite. Anyway, 2 days later, the first 2 roommates I interviewed with like, oh, we really liked you, but we're gonna go with the other roommate. What the fuck? Why? Why am I going on dates to get an apartment? Why am I submitting a profile of my personality to a fucking potential
I think you need a realtor.
roommate before I even have a showing? This is insane.
What's your budget?
Number.
I love
Insert
that.
number here.
1,200.
Does that matter?
Yeah, what's your budget?
1,300.
Give me-
It's less than 1,000. I want to pay
Less than 1,000?
Yeah, less than 1,000.
What's your max and what's your
I'm
ideal?
paying $1,250 right now, and it's too goddamn much. That's my budget.
Yeah. Sounds like you're going to
The
live in
rent
Waltham.
It's too damn
high.
I'm paying $1,250 right now, and it's too much. I need to pay less than 1,000.
You gotta go.
With the very fierce caveat that I need a place to store all my shit because I don't want to pay for the storage unit anymore. Because that storage unit's $270. $250 minus $270 and another $270 off. That's $500 off the rent that I'm effectively paying because of the storage unit. I need a place to store my shit, and the rent has to be less than $1,000.
You gotta go to Waltham, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of the city.
Dorchester and Somerville both have apartments for those prices.
Okay, so move there.
So what's the
I'm
issue?
looking, but I keep having to go on dates.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix that in post. But
Good.
I don't know. I don't issue any
Just
apartment.
this is the
Leave it.
most you've been
Just
fired
leave
up
it.
in a while.
I have had the worst week in my goddamn life, and it's all to do about people who want me to who want to sell their apartments being so fucking finicky about me taking their apartment. What I had to copy and paste my dating profile into this text message. I could show you the text messages. They're like, "Can you give us a brief description of like your personality? Can you give us a brief description of who you are, what your hobbies are?
Can you
what
get
do
a-
on
Well, they
weekends?"
don't want a fucking dud.
Can you get a studio or a 1-bedroom?
If I pay fucking rent, who the fuck cares?
Can
It does matter. You're gonna live with people.
This is insane.
Can you get a
This is
studio or
insane.
one-
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Oh my God, Grayson!
Podcast episode.
What?
We're gonna help Grayson find an apartment.
Perfect.
Please.
We're gonna go with you.
Hi, we're his dads.
Please do.
we want little Edward to be, happy.
But we're
and-
walking around with mics and
yeah. We do the apartment showing with the podcast gear, like in a backpack. I feel like
Get
I'm
the
taking
big boom mic out with the arm.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel
guess.
like the entire world has gone insane, and I'm just struggling to understand why everyone's doing this bullshit things they're doing. I
Because
understand not wanting to have a
You
roommate.
need to
don't
find
like.
a
I
roommate to
get
go
that.
with you. You need to find a roommate and get a 2-bedroom or some shit.
Yeah, I do.
That's what I did with him,
It's
and
pretty-
we had good interviews.
That is what
we
I
had
need to do.
we had the worst realtor of all time.
If I have a realtor, then I have to pay 4 times a month per rent.
What?
Just to get it. If I have to get a realtor, it's gonna be first, last, security, and broker.
Yeah.
That's rent times 4.
That's first, last. How much
Security.
Is security the cost of a one month?
Yes.
Then? Oh, so
first,
yeah.
last, security,
Well, it
broker.
depends.
You'll get security back if you don't fuck it up.
I can't get back what I don't have in my account.
Call up your Australian dad.
Austrian.
I
I can't get it back if I never give it to them because I don't fucking have it. I have 2 months. That's about all I can do. Okay? I have about 2 months of rent, maybe 3. If I eat ramen for the next 3 weeks, maybe I can save 3 months.
Why don't you?
So I cannot afford a goddamn broker fee for something I can do on the internet. I do not want to pay a broker fee.
Yes, but I understand that. But the people you're renting, the landlords, want to use a realtor
because then they
check me out, make sure I'm not creepy.
Yeah, all that stuff. Now, are you against? No, slow down. This is gonna hurt you to hear this. Are you against? This is gonna be. I'm gonna look at you when I say this. Go back, moving back in with your mom for a month to save up, and then doing this. I know the commute's gonna suck.
I'm so against it.
I know, but you might have to.
My mom.
That might be the best route.
My mom already offered. I'm so against it.
Yes, but if you have to do it for 2 months, though, think about the 2 months.
Here's the thing you're not considering. I will still have to pay my storage unit, and I'll have to move all my shit into my storage unit again.
Well, maybe you should downsize some shit that you don't need.
I already did that.
Do it again.
Grayson,
what do you need?
I found a place in Mission Hill for $1,000 a month on Zillow.
Okay, message them for me. Jesus.
Hi, my cousin Grayson needs an apartment.
No,
It's a bedroom in a 5-bedroom. That sounds awful, but
yes,
beggars
and it sounds like
can't be
college
choosers.
kids.
Yeah, weird, right? I'm looking in Dorchester and Somerville because I like those areas.
There's laundry in unit.
Ooh,
nice. We can do this. This is bad podcasting.
Our rent was $900 a month in Waltham each.
It was less than that.
It was less than that.
Do you have a nice place?
No.
It's a basement-ish.
No, it was garden level.
Garden. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, garden level. You can look out and see the dirt.
Pippa loved it.
Cool.
It was not a super nice place, but we were at
the nicest, cleanest people at the time anyway. It didn't make a difference.
I'm not.
Our neighbor was awful.
I want you guys to appreciate that I am not an idiot and I have looked into stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
And it's not about looking for the right unit. It's about me being annoyed at a trend of people listing things and then needing to go on a matchmaking before they'll show me the unit.
How about let's do a round table of what we would do in this situation. I'll go first.
Right into us.
I would move back in.
With your mom?
Yeah. Do it for 2 months. It's going to suck. Suck it up. Save up all that money.
Yes.
And then move out.
I would do that.
It also gets you off cycle too, so you don't have to worry about that.
If I move in with my mom, I'm gonna goddamn kill myself.
Dude,
don't do
you
that.
have to do shit like this.
It's just
you would still be able to podcast every Thursday.
Derek did it.
I'd moved in back with my parents for 9 months.
I don't want to do that.
Can you adjust your work hours to be off commuting enough a little bit?
I mean, I could make my hours.
You're better off going earlier in the
6
morning.
6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I would do that for 2 months. I'd make a strict budget, and then I would start looking and find another person to move in with that who you can look at apartments together versus trying to go do this matchmaker shit.
The problem with that is that I know 3 people. No, in Hopedale, I don't know anybody. I know my mom. It would just be...
You want to live in Hopedale?
That's where my mom lives.
It was a joke about him getting an apartment in Hopedale.
No.
I bet it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think they even have apartments. Maybe a 1-bedroom in Hopedale?
Maybe.
I mean, it would probably still be in a ritzy ass area, and it would probably still be $12.50 a month.
Here are my thoughts, Grayson, right? Say you find an apartment, right? You're going to be doing this no money dance over and over and over and over again and over. But
well, now I don't have any parking tickets, so
yeah, that's true.
But I have to pay back my dad.
And you should probably pay your credit card off too. But anyways,
yeah.
You need a reset.
But if you move back with your mom, or you can move to Austria, I don't know, or Australia. Sorry,
yeah, Australia.
Australia.
Good day, Melbourne.
But if you move back with your mom, you bank all that money, and then you have
it all goes to pay debts, and I don't save a cent of it. It all goes to pay off my credit card, and it goes to pay off my family, and it doesn't. I don't save a cent.
You should go on the guard.
Have you thought about lifting again?
No. I hated that. I hated driving for.
I thought you liked it.
You loved it.
Yeah.
You said you would rather do that than your current job.
At that point,
you were in denial.
At that point, yes, I would have. It was true when I said what I said, but it is not true.
I said what I said, and I meant what I meant.
Exactly. I meant it when I said it, and I mean this now when I say that I don't want to go back to it.
What are you looking at?
My DoorDash.
What'd you get?
Sushi.
Are you not having a woman here later?
Caroline will be here. I got it for Caroline too.
Oh, okay.
Julie and I are getting wings tonight to celebrate.
Oh, look at you guys and your
Patriots.
big ass income.
You want to come to the courtside with me? What are your plans tonight?
I don't know. I
Want
have
to get a
thing-
beer with me and Tyler, and
I have a
Caroline might show up
thing
too.
at 7, maybe.
What
a
do you
thing
have
after
at 7?
A thing.
Is it a
When are you
date?
going? When are you going?
You going on a date? No
7:30.
more dates.
Yeah, we'll cut back in your
It's a
dates.
$0 date. When are you? What are you?
7:30.
You're going at 7:30.
No more
Patriots game.
dates.
It's a Patriots game.
Preseason starts.
Show
tonight.
us your expenses.
You going to Foxborough?
No, courtside, the bar to watch the game.
Oh,
Give us your expenses.
forgot that
Vinny and I
courtside was
will
a
play-
bar. I
we'll
don't
play-
trust you motherfuckers to do my expenses.
I would trust
Why?
Vinny. Vinny's very good with money.
Why do I not believe that?
Vinny's
Do you want to see my bank account? I don't
Vinny-
know what to tell you right now.
Vinny. I will
You
say
don't seem the type. I don't
is Vinny is
I just don't spend money. That's
know. You
what it
remind me
is.
of myself.
I don't.
I'm bad.
I'm
with
not.
money.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just like
Yeah,
a piece of
alright.
your shadow.
Yeah.
there. If there's one person I would trust with money, it's Vinny.
You realize you're asking me to go from a $0 date and go to courtside and pay money. That's more
I
expensive
feel
than
like
the
you're
date I
gonna
was
spend.
going to go
Oh,
on.
but then go on your date.
That's what
do
I,
it.
that's what
Do
I'm going
it.
to do. I'm going to.
Fucking do it.
I don't want to go to courtside and spend money on things.
Then
That's the
okay.
whole point.
Maybe you should talk to Tyler.
Ooh, Joel, you can maybe
I
do.
thought I did.
Maybe.
Didn't you
Oh,
talk to Tyler?
Yeah,
Grayson, I have an
never-
idea. I have an
never.
idea.
Exactly.
Maybe you can go to like a really shitty motel where they pay like weekly. You pay like weekly or whatever.
That's a bad idea. It's
You
going to
hang
be
out
more.
with the bed bugs.
Isn't it going to be more?
Yes.
No, they're usually like $200-300 a week or whatever.
It's what? If it's 2, that's 2 times 4 is 8.
Correct.
That's still.
It's a joke. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's yucky.
I think you need to move back home.
Yeah. I've.
I'm gonna kill myself if I do.
I
that.
know it's gonna be
I'm
hard.
a social butterfly.
I know.
And I'm a social butterfly, and I need to be near people. I can't,
Grayson,
I can't live in Hopedale.
I did
Why
it.
don't you crash with Tony's? He probably has an extra room.
He probably does, but it's for his dog.
You hang out with his dog.
I would hang out with this dog. I
So,
love this
Grayson,
dog. I love
I-
Mercy. Shout out to Mercy.
I did this for. I moved back in with my parents for 9 months before Vinny and I moved in together, and I saved money. And the commute sucked, and I did not have very.
Did you have anything to do?
Yeah.
What did you do every day? Just
I worked.
be sad?
I cried a lot.
No, I would do things like.
Yeah, you're selling it, Vinny.
No, I'd go into the city.
You'd go into the city.
Worcester.
Boston.
You would live at. You know how far away Boston is from from Hopedale?
45-minute drive.
No, it's like an hour.
45-minute
Dude, no,
drive.
he lives right near Hopedale, or he did.
45-minute drive.
So yeah, exactly. A 45-minute drive to go into the city is
Grayson,
not
Grayson!
it's not a.
You stop thinking about having fun. You need to reset your financial situation. You can't just think about having fun. It is time.
We need to get him on the 2.0 program.
Yes, Walter. City of the
What is
French-
2.0? Oh
It's
God.
like it's a reset. You know, you gotta focus on you, not worrying about getting.
We got to
dates.
focus on the 3 M's. Well, 1 M will worry
I
about
want to be
later.
happy, and
You
I
gotta
know
focus
I'm
on
gonna be
muscle
miserable.
and money. That's it. The other M can't be part of this right now.
Is that the 2.0?
Well, there's
it's
a
Muscles
third
and money.
The three.
Mus-
We'll start you on the 3 M's first. Yeah, you do.
All right.
muscle,
2.0
money,
second.
and muff.
Oh fucking goddamn.
That was the 3 M's. There's a I have a contract that you have to sign if
Wait,
you're, if you're
wait.
gonna do it.
Hold on. I'm getting.
I literally had Vinny
getting one of
docu-sign something.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Julie. No, yeah, because Julie didn't believe that I didn't really do a good job at it. But yeah, I literally have a docu-sign of my agreement for. Actually, I probably have still in my inbox.
Is muff women? Is that
It's a
ladies?
it's an old school term for a lady part.
There's not. Yeah, that's what I thought. But what? Why? I guess it's the only thing that starts with an M. Oh. Yeah, you you did really well with the muscles part, hey?
No, I didn't. I got fatter,
Yeah.
but I got better with my money, and that was important.
I mean, this whole problem stems from me being underpaid as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm deeply underpaid. So
Are you looking for another job?
I hate looking for jobs.
I mean,
I could just. So this is the issue. I could just say, Vinny offered to try and get me an in with his company, but the problem with my industry is that they look at one very specific thing. The one very specific thing that my industry looks at when they're hiring is how many years of experience do you have doing this?
yeah.
So if I do the thing where
Are you technically a junior developer right now?
yeah. And if I do the thing where I go and work with Vinny, that is not going to help me in the long term. It'll help me in the short term, maybe pay off my debt, but I will be right back to where I am now later. So if I tough it out and keep working at the company I'm working at, eventually I'll be able to say that I have a full year of software development experience under my belt, and that will make me valuable enough to raise my salary.
I literally
All right, he's giving me the DocuSign.
my DocuSign was a bit too detailed. I did not live up to most of that.
You had Julie witness it.
It was fun for us.
Yeah, it looks real fun. Classwork must be also be able to fit into the schedule. You took classes.
I'm still taking classes.
Cool.
We'll get you on. We'll work with you to come up with the best program for you.
Look,
it's
I already
free.
know that I can do all the things I need to do to be happy and pay off my debt if I reduce my expenses dramatically. That involves me paying less than $1,000 for rent, not having a storage unit. That's $500 right there. And
let's shut down the cast now. Let's get into money.
I don't want to do that. What time is it? No, I have to go do it real quick. Real quick.
All right, podcast is over. All right, how much do you make a month?
Hold on. This is the end of the podcast. Vinny, say goodbye to the listeners. They did a tremendous job sticking with us through this whole tirade.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Keep up the good work. Good night. I love you.
Thanks, Vinny.
Okay.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Life's what you make of it.